who are joining in for the first time, sorry about that. So for the guests joining in for the first time, karibu sana. My name is Wambui. I'm an FBO with Forever Living, and I'm going to be your host for tonight. And like Emmanuel mentioned, I'll be covering a very important topic known as maintaining general wellness, because currently we are living in a chemical age, and as we all know, we are exposed to a lot of things that one way or another get to compromise our general well-being. So it's important for us to get to know how can we actually get to maintain our health being at optimum. Yeah. And at this point, I want to share my screen so that I can get to share the slides, which I'm going to present to all of you tonight. So if you have a notebook and pen, kindly kuwa nayo karibu, because the session will be really educative, and I bet you want to write down keynotes to help you. Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen. I hope my screen is clear. Yes, just 1 minute. Sorry about that. Okay. Just a minute. Let me try to minimize. Yes, so I hope you can see my screen. Okay. Yes, the document is opening in a few minutes. So as it opens, you can share. In any case you're a guest joining in for the first time, you can get to share where you're joining from and who exactly invited you for this session. So it's opening kidogo tu, just 1 minute. Yes, you can chat at the chat box, just share where you're joining in from and what excites you most about this session. What are you open to getting to learn? Yeah, you can just chat at the chat box as it opens up. So like I mentioned, my name is Mercy, and I'm going to be covering a topic called maintaining general wellness, because for each one of us, it's really important that we get to maintain general wellness. You know, having good health is really important, and it has several benefits. Yeah, there's several benefits to yes, so there's several benefits to maintaining general wellness, isn't it? So I'm sure we are all open-minded to get to learn. And you know, these tips you can get to share with your friends, your family, your clients on how they can get to maintain. So I'm going to start off immediately. Yes, so it's important we get to define key terms even as we go through this session. And the first term is wellness, yeah? So what do we mean when we say that you're in a state of wellness? It's basically the state of being in good health, especially as an active pursued goal. You know, wellness is not something, it's not a goal that is one of like you achieve it and that's it. It's something that you continue to maintain as time goes by. And health, according to the World Health Organization, is the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not necessarily the absence of a disease. Now, for this specific session, we're going to be talking more about physical well-being, And there is various importances of maintaining good health, and we're going to cover a few. Of course, first and foremost, aging gracefully. This basically means hauchapi haraka. I don't know whether you've come across these people who don't look like their age, like they tell you their age and you're like shocked because they look quite young. Yeah, that is the importance of actually maintaining good health. On the other hand, there are those people who, they are younger, but the way they look physically, wanaka, they're a bit elderly, the way they look physically. So one of the importance of maintaining good health, good habits is that you're able to age gracefully. And then the second thing, of course, being able to experience long life. When you have your organs functioning well, you automatically get to experience a longer lifespan. And then the other benefit is that it becomes easy to avoid lifestyle related diseases that at times come with age, as well as poor lifestyle habits. And I'm sure we are aware of these various lifestyle diseases that are present in our society. Issues to do with high blood pressure, issues to do with diabetes, issues to do with cancer is something that can come in any case you're not keen on maintaining your good health. So one of the key things or the key benefits that you get to enjoy by maintaining good health is that. And then looking better and feeling better about yourself, very, very important because first and foremost, once you look better and feel better about yourself, you have more confidence, you're able to be more productive, your energy levels are really high. Yeah, you're able to also be vibrant, when you have good health. But also we find that there are some challenges on the ground that actually affect good health one way or another. And we're just going to cover a few of those so that you can be aware of these challenges and get to know how to actually avoid, or how you can be able to curb such challenges. So first and foremost, there is farming methods such as use of artificial chemicals in the planting of crops. In any case, you're a farmer or you have a friend or maybe a relative who is a farmer, possibly you're aware of this, using of herbicides, pesticides, insecticides, and most of the time you find that the farmers who actually get to use this, si eti wako na ile ubaya that why they get to use it. They use it for the well-being of the crop to ensure that it's not infested and all. But because these chemicals are toxic, one way or another, they compromise the nutritional value of the crops that are grown. And then there's the point of introduction of GMO foods into the Kenyan market. And as we all know, GMO foods have minimal to no nutritional benefits. So most of the time you find for those who get to consume, and the thing with the GMO foods, you cannot necessarily know when currently, not unless maybe you have a farm and what you're planting is what you consume. In any case, you shop at the supermarket or in big retail markets, you cannot necessarily be aware of the difference between GMO foods and organic foods because pretty much they look similarly the same, not unless you're really keen to know the difference. But like I've mentioned, the GMO foods, the nutritional value in such foods is very low. So even when you consume such, ni ile tu kujaza tumbo and all that. Then there's the storage of foods in extreme temperatures. So what I mean by extreme temperatures is either temperatures which are really cold, like for example, storing of food in a refrigerator, or very hot. And mostly this very hot can be when you maybe warming your food pale kwa microwave or preparing your food in the kitchen. So you find due to this, some nutrients cannot be able to survive very extreme temperatures. Very low temperatures, some nutrients get to die. Very high temperatures, same thing. Some nutrients also get to die. And then there's the infestation of foods by rodents or insects. Maybe you store your food pale kwa store, but you find sometimes when you're going to actually now get your food items from the store and maybe prepare, sometimes you find that the food there, the crops have been infested. And infestation, of course, for these rodents and insects, they get to eat away the nutrients in the food, not completely, of course, but some bit of it, which of course gets to compromise on the nutritional value of what you consume. Then there is poor infrastructure. Yeah? And by this, I mean the process of transporting food from the farm to the marketplace sometimes is a bit difficult, especially in any case, maybe the farm area is located in remote regions where the infrastructure, the roads are not quite good. Yeah. And when there's poor infrastructure, perishable foods are mostly affected because of the risk of damage. You can imagine, for example, crops like tuseme hivi nyanya being transported in a lorry from an area which has poor infrastructure. By the time the lorry is getting from there to the marketplace, when now the crop is being now imefika pale kwa marketplace, you find that somehow zingine zinakuwa zimefinyika and all that. So there's that effect that it has. Yeah. And then there's the mishandling of food. Yeah. Items by transporters and vendors. This definitely reduces the quality of the food crops, because sometimes you find, let's take an example, maybe foods have been transported kwa lorry na zimefika pale kwa marketplace, and maybe they are now offloading the lorry. Some may end up being stepped on in the process of, being offloaded. Zingine zinafinywa, zinakuwa crushed. So you find that the quality one way or another is compromised. And then poor hygiene conditions, especially you find in our marketplaces where we get to buy foods from. And I can give several examples, but I'm sure we are all aware. Sometimes you visit these large grocery marketplaces, this open air, and you find sometimes some people even sell alongside sewage lines. So you find the foods are exposed to dirt and harmful chemicals. Sometimes even you may find, nyanya ina roll inaingia kwa sewage, but because this vendor does not want to go at a loss, they'd rather even take it from where it has been able to fall from and warudishe pale kwa stock na waendelee kuuza. Yeah. Yes, and then now there is a method of preparation of food. And by this, I mean, sometimes we end up overcooking food. So of course, when you overcook food, some nutrients get to be depleted, because of extreme temperatures. Sometimes even some foods are undercooked, and this also causes the nutritional value of the foods being prepared not to be experienced, to be fully experienced, We can move on. Then there's now the exposure to toxic chemicals, and this can be from the ingredients used in preparing food. We cannot necessarily say that all ingredients we use in the preparation of food are 100% okay, because some contain a lot of chemicals, a lot of preservatives, which one or another end up compromising the nutritional value of what we consume. Inhaling also by toxic chemicals, I mean inhaling of smoke, inhaling of fumes from vehicles, smoke from industries, consuming excessively fluoridated water. Yes, fluoride is used in as an antibacterial to kill germs in water, but excessive fluoride also has an harmful effect on our general health. And then now there is the sedentary lifestyle. So what I mean by sedentary lifestyle is it's a kind of lifestyle where you find people consume more. Yani unapata ya kwamba people do more of eating and less of being active. And a good example is, for example, when one orders for maybe food like pizza, and then once they get to consume, they stay wanakaa chini the whole day just watching movies and all that. So you find a sedentary lifestyle, one way or another, it gets to contribute to obesity issues and all that. And then wrong perception towards specific food. So I can give a good example. You find currently, with the current generation, especially the young generation, children and all. When you offer a child, for example, ngwashe versus, or maybe you offer the same child a plate of chips, mostly you'll find the child can gravitate towards eating chips and kuku as compared to ngwashe, because possibly they may feel as though, you know, eating ngwashe is a bit backward and all that. Na chips, kuku ndio tamu, you know, it's what appeals to their taste and all that. So you find because of this wrong perception towards some healthy foods, some people now are more inclined to eating lots of junk food and all that, of which we know now the effects of junk food towards general health. And then there's daily stressful conditions, you know. In any case, maybe you have targets to meet each and every day, or some things you need to attend to. Because of the busy lifestyle, you find that sometimes even having enough rest is not, having rest is not sometimes efficient because of the needs we need to meet on a daily basis. So we can continue on. So what are the effects associated with these challenges? First and foremost, you find excessive toxicity of the digestive system. And this is it's usually as a result of consumption of chemicals present in the foods that we take. We've talked of a lot of fluoride in the water we consume. Also, we've talked of herbicides, pesticides, insecticides in the foods that we take. And you know, it's easy to think that when you wash off with water, it's enough, but not quite. Water does not necessarily get rid of the herbicides and the pesticides that have been sprayed on the crops, pale kwa farm. And then there's the rise of lifestyle diseases because of the sedentary lifestyle, like I've mentioned. You find a lot of people are accustomed to this. And sometimes also you can find because of the easiness of life, like for example, one can opt to take a lift from ground floor to fifth floor as compared to taking stairs from ground floor to fifth floor. And you know, maybe it may be because, you know, one is busy and all that. So you find because of sometimes the easiness of life, yani unapata unaweza itisha Uber just from your home and get to go to the exact place na unaekwa hapo kwa doorstep. The sedentary lifestyle has contributed to people being, you know, not working out as often, especially if one that has not planned to do so. And then there's nutritional gaps that come with minimal to no consumption of daily required quantity of nutrients needed for optimal body function. So let's say, for example, for a person who is accustomed to eating chips as their lunch each and every day when they go to work and all that, and maybe for that specific person, they don't take the enough daily recommended fruits and veggies required. You find that there is the nutritional, the daily required nutritional value, they don't necessarily get it because of the lifestyle that they have accustomed to or they have adapted to. So the good thing is that we have various solutions that we can be able to adapt to in order to improve on general wellness. And just to cover several of them, of course, doing a regular cleanse. This I'll get to come back to this point much later in my session. Cleansing is really, really important. It's very, very important. It's not only for those people who are sick. This is a must for everyone, be it that you're young or old, whether you're healthy or not healthy. It's really, really important because, like we've said, we are exposed to a lot of toxicity on a daily basis. So doing a regular cleanse is really important. Then adapting to an active lifestyle. As much as we have systems that make our life easier, it's good to be intentional in regards to keeping healthy. If it means working out each and every day, if it means taking long walks, that can really, really help. Then taking time to rest and unwind. This can be possibly on a daily basis. kuanzia tu na usiku, the hours that you take to actually get a good night's sleep, they need to be a minimum of an average of 6 to 8 hours, 6 to 9 hours, but even 6 is still enough. And because sometimes weekdays are usually rush hours, you can also take time over the weekend to rest and unwind. And then consuming enough water in a day, because water is one of the key things that contribute to flushing out any toxins in your system. But in any case, maybe you've not done a thorough cleanse for a period of time, there is a product I'm going to get to recommend as we continue on that will get to help. And then being mindful on how you get to prepare your foods. There are those foods which, of course, when you overcook, you don't experience nutritional value. So if it means even light steaming some foods like greens to ensure that at least you're able to enjoy some nutritional benefits, it's totally good. And then identifying stress triggers and controlling them, just getting to know what actually triggers your stress and how you can get to control it. Some activities that you can actually get to do to ensure that you control on stressful conditions. It could be even singing, it could be dancing, anything that you can get to do to control on stress. And then there is now the supplementation bit, which I want to get into so that you can get to understand more. Sorry about that. You can get to understand more on what supplementation is all about. So supplementation is the use of supplements to be able to bridge nutritional gaps. And if I am just to explain what nutritional gaps are, this is the gap between what you're supposed to take on a daily basis versus what you actually take. So like I was mentioning initially, there is the daily required nutrients and vitamins that your body needs for optimal wellness. There's that daily required amount, but now there's the actual amount that you get to consume. So the difference between that is what now causes a nutritional gap. So by using supplements, you get to bridge those nutritional gaps. So I'm saying, Paul, you've raised your hand. In any case, maybe you have a question you can get to ask after I'm done with this session. So supplements include vitamins, nutrients, and minerals that are natural based and that ensure a person consuming gets all sufficient nutrients they need in the body for optimal body functioning. Of course, when you have sufficient nutrients in your system, the vitamins, nutrients, and minerals, your body is able to perform at optimal. And just to make a disclaimer, supplements are not medication. They don't intend to cure. Rather, they are meant to promote feelings of wellness. So in any case, you're healthy, supplements are to be taken even by those people who are healthy to help to maintain. And even let's say in a case where you're not, you're sick, or maybe you are having a certain condition, supplements can help with quick recovery, not curing, but helping to alleviate the symptoms associated with condition you have. Then the good thing with supplements, you don't need to be dependent on the supplements for life because they are natural based, though you can still purpose to use regularly just to ensure that you bridge any nutritional gaps that may tend to come. And they have no side effects because they are natural based. They are basically, of course, from nature, from plants, but they are backed by science. It's important also to understand that specifically Forever Living products are not, I cannot necessarily term it herbal. These are natural products that are scientifically advanced, to mean that the benefits that are stated for each product you can get to, it's standard for everyone can get to experience. But possibly you may be asking yourself why you need to supplement, and possibly you're the kind of person who eats healthy and all that. So just going back to what I mentioned, because we don't necessarily have a control of the quality of foods we consume, there's the need to supplement. Like I've mentioned even before, you find that sometimes even the foods that we get to buy and prepare, we may not necessarily be sure the processes that they've undergone to get to where they've gotten to. Yeah, the whole process that I've actually gotten to go through. challenges from the farm to transporting to hygienic conditions and all. That's what basically brings up the need to get to supplement so as to bridge any gaps that may have occurred hapo. Yes. So what are the reasons to try Forever Living products? First and foremost, Forever Living Products is an international company currently operating in over 168 countries. And we are currently celebrating 45 years of the company being in existence. So basically the track record of the company gets to show that clearly it's a global company that has dominated in the sector of health and wellness. And the fact that it has been there for a long time means that the quality of our products are guaranteed in all those countries where the company is operating. So just to cover quickly the reasons why you need to try out Forever Living products. The products cover core nutrition. So Forever's products provide the body with a wide array of nutrients needed to maintain vital health. And then benefits every body system. Forever's products are more than just aloe. It's important for you to know the entire products category contains nutrients which help to promote optimal function of every body system. And then the products also are supported by science. Studies have been, of course, undertaken on the products to ensure that the benefits of each product gets to be experienced by each and every consumer of the product. Then superior, of course, quality, because the products are basically from the plant to the product to you who is consuming. And then immune support and function. The aloe vera and other products provide natural immune support. And as we continue on, I'll get to show you one of our products that help to boost immunity. Besides that, also the products aid digestive health. They're natural. They have cleansing abilities, especially for the product that I'm going to show you as we continue on. And they help the digestive tract absorb nutrients into the bloodstream, while at the same time promoting the growth of friendly bacteria to ensure that digestive health is well maintained. And then also the products help to combat signs of aging. They deliver building materials to maintain healthy skin and also to combat the signs of aging. Just to mention, the company deals in a wide range of products from personal care, skin care, anti-aging, nutritional supplements, detox drinks, weight management, bee products. So that's why you find that I'm talking of healthy skin, maintaining healthy skin courtesy the products. Then, of course, helping with dental health and hygiene. Aloe has been shown to be extremely helpful, mostly to the mouth and gums, and they help to promote healthy oral hygiene. And then healthy weight support as well, because of the fact that the products help to cleanse the digestive system, and this contributes to maintaining a healthy body weight. And then the products are a powerful bodybuilder. Now, amino acids are mostly known as the building blocks of the body, the muscles and all that. So 8 of the essential amino acids are found in our Forever Living products. And then trace minerals and vitamins. And by this, I mean the products contain vitamins and minerals such as calcium, sodium, iron, potassium, manganese, copper, to be able to ensure, and many others, to ensure that the body gets the daily nutritional requirements for optimal functioning. And then also boosting energy levels. The products help cellular nutrition, which also helps with enhancing energy levels. That's why you'll find that when you use our products, you have an increase in energy level that you get to experience. Then rapid and gentle soothing. Mostly this is inclined to the skincare, because the products, mostly the skincare range, especially the jelly tube, helps to, soothe from effects such as minor cuts, burns, skin irritations, and help with collagen formation in the areas where you experience any burn or cut. Then we are talking of Forever Living product dominating in the production of aloe products. Actually, it controls an average of 80% of the world's largest production in aloe products. So it grows. There is no middleman actually involved in the making of the products. This is because the company grows, it harvests, and it manufactures the aloe vera and bee products. Then you can get to enjoy opportunities where you can get to enjoy discounts. And in any case, maybe you'd want even to know more about how to partner with the company and do business. It's still possible. So even after this session, you can get back to the person who has invited you. They can get to share more on what you can get to enjoy. So as I finish off, it's important to get to know that good health is dependent on 3 key factors. And those 3 key factors are good absorption, good circulation, and good nutrification. So good absorption is the process by which one thing is taken in through physical action. And by this case, we mean absorption of nutrients by the body into the system. Then good circulation, of course, we are referring to blood, the movement of blood from one organ to another. And circulation, good circulation is important because at the end of the day, blood is a key transporter of nutrients and oxygen throughout the body organs. And then good nutrification, this is the process of providing nutrients to something. Now, in this case, providing the nutrients to the cells in the body to ensure that they are able to be immune and strong. So we can look at absorption in brief. So let's first start off with what are the key things that limit good absorption of food into our system. First and foremost, of course, accumulation of excessive toxins in our system. When you have excessive toxins, what they do, they form a layer in the lining of the digestive tract, and that is what limits absorption of nutrients from the foods you take. And what are the sources of these toxins? Just like we've mentioned before, what we consume. Yeah, the foods we consume sometimes being full of chemicals, the water we consume, the air we breathe, use of medication over time, because of course medication is chemical based, so it can reach a point where it's toxic. And what is the evidence to show that you may be having absorption issues? The rise in lifestyle conditions, some which I've mentioned, digestive health issues, for example, experiencing constipation, heartburn, ulcers, gas, bloating. That is one key thing to show that you need to do a cleanse, having breakouts, weight gain, unexplained weight gain, breakouts in terms of acne and all that. That gets to show that you need to really do a cleanse. And supplements to help to improve on the absorption, we have the pack that you can get to see on your screen. That is our flagship product, the aloe vera gel and the probiotic. So some of the benefits you can get to enjoy by using this combination is eliminating the presence of any growths that may have grown because of unhealthy intestinal environment. This is because, of course, of the fact that the aloe will help to cleanse. Also, by cleansing, you're able to remove any waste that has accumulated in the colon for a long period of time. In any case, you've used medication for a long time, it helps to eliminate heavy residue of excessive drugs that have accumulated in the body, mostly along the intestinal walls. And the probiotic mostly helps with strengthening the lining of the stomach and can help to accelerate the healing of ulcers. That is, in any case you experience that, eradicating and eliminating the growth of H. pylori bacteria that gets to cause ulcers over time. It helps also in the regeneration of cells in the gut, and this facilitates the healing of ulcers and any digestive issue that may have come up, and also encouraging the growth of good bacteria, because it's important to get to know that there needs to be a balance of the good bacteria and also the other bacteria to ensure that digestive the digestive function goes on as usual. So this is the pack that you can get to use, the digestive health pack. This just a few of the many products under the digestive health category. So for the person who's invited you for this session, in any case you'd want to know more about this, they can get to advise on what you can get to use. And then now we can move on to the second last, which is circulation. So there are those problems which limit good blood circulation in the system. And first and foremost, that is constricted blood vessels. So this basically means that the space through which the blood flows is so small, because ni kama hizo blood vessels zimekuwa zimefinyika. Yeah. Then also the inability of the body to produce essential omega-3 and high cholesterol levels. You find that when you have high cholesterol levels, what they do, they block the arteries and the veins through which now the blood gets to flow. And what is the source of these problems, having constricted blood vessels and all? Obesity issues, because of course, when you're overweight, some of the fat will be stored along the lining of the arteries and veins. Eating a lot of junk food saturated with unhealthy oils, yani kukula chakula iko na mafuta nyingi sana, then stressful conditions as well. Yeah. So what is the evidence to show that you may be experiencing poor blood circulation? You find over time you get to develop vision issues. Also, high blood pressure is something that can get to happen. In any case, the circulation is not optimal. And also having memory fog, ile hali ya kama kusahau and all. This is because blood, because it transports oxygen, iyo hali ya the blood being transported to the brain area is not as efficient and sufficient. Yeah. So in any case, you're looking for a supplement to help to improve blood circulation, we have the pack that you can get to see there. So currently what is available is the AG Plus, but we'll be having the Actic C in no time. So the AG Plus has been endorsed by a Nobel Peace Prize winner, or Dr. Ferid Murad, as the best L-arginine product in the market. And L-arginine in AG Plus is a miracle molecule. It helps to boost nitric acid production, and it's best recommended for healthy blood pressure levels, and it helps to relax blood vessels. I'm sure you can remember the point I mentioned initially of the fact that blood vessels being constricted limits good and efficient blood flow. So what the AG Plus does, is that it opens up the blood vessels to ensure that blood flow iko sawa kabisa. And then also the AG Plus has the benefit of reducing on bad cholesterol. This is because it has red wine extract to help to lower cholesterol levels. But besides that, also we have the Actic C, which combines natural fish oils and olive oils to provide omega-3 and 9 and to provide a healthy balance of cholesterol. Also, if you can remember, I mentioned initially, the body does not have the ability to provide its own omega. So by supplementing you get to provide the body with the essential oils to ensure that there is the healthy balance of cholesterol. So the Actic C is good for removing bad cholesterol, and it allows blood to flow without pressure. And just to mention briefly about the garlic thyme, what it does, it has the element of thinning blood, because sometimes blood can be thick when it has a lot of toxins in it, yani inakuwa ni kama in a flow kama uji. So the garlic thyme, because of the presence of garlic, it helps to thin the blood so that now the viscosity of the blood is low, and that it can be able to pass through the arteries and veins with a lot of ease. And then lastly, now there is the nutrification. Like I mentioned, nutrification is now the provision of nutrients to to the body cells. So what is one of the key things that affects nutritional gaps, like I mentioned before, the difference between what you're supposed to consume and what you actually consume. And what is the source of this nutritional gap problem? You find poor lifestyle habits. If you don't take in sufficient nutrients, if you don't supplement, if you're taking imbalanced diet, if your dieting is not okay, you find that you're not able to get all the sufficient nutrients required for optimal body functioning, and hence why you can experience nutritional gaps. And what are some of the evidence to show that, you know, the nutritional gaps get to exist? Low immunity levels, because then again, if you don't provide the cells of your body with enough nutrients, they're not able to be strong to fight any disease or maybe any viruses that can come and all that. So if you experience low immunity levels, that gets to show that basically you need to consider supplementing. Then malnutrition, which is evidenced by nutritional deficiency diseases, of which I'm not quite sure that these deficiency diseases are common, but they are there. The fact is that they are there, especially for those who don't take in the sufficient nutrients required to ensure the body is functioning as at optimal. So some of the supplements you can get to use to improve on your nutrification is the first and foremost the Forever Daily. In any case, you're looking for one key product that has a combination of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. You need to ensure that your body gets the daily recommended value of vitamins and nutrients. Forever Daily is a key product to be able to help with that. So as you can see on your screen, with today's busy lifestyles, many people find it difficult to eat the right type of foods that supply their bodies with the recommended daily value of essential vitamins and minerals. And in addition, you find that our bodies are exposed to environmental pollutants, be it physical and also mental stress, and insufficient time to exercise and to move around. So this specific product is meant to help you to get the vitamins and the minerals and the nutrients to help support optimal wellness, but it does not substitute the fact that you need to eat well. Of course, eating well is really important. Also, the other thing that is important is getting to, like I mentioned initially, taking sufficient water, enough rest, working out. So supplements are not there to substitute the fact that you need to do all those requirements, or rather you need to do your part of eating right and keeping fit. They are there basically to help to kusupplement, kuweza kuimprove. And then in any case, also you're looking to now improving your immunity. We have the product you can see on your screen, the Absorbent C. So it has a combination of vitamin C and oat bran to ensure that you get the benefits of vitamin C into your system. And the reason why it's the tablets themselves are covered in oat is because vitamin C cannot be able to survive in very high temperatures for a period of time. But the fact that the vitamin C in the Absorbent C is covered with oat, it's able to stay in your system for longer to ensure that you're able to experience the benefits that it has to offer. And with that, I've come to the end of my session. I hope you've been able to learn a lot. Thank you for your time. I'm sure you've been able to learn a lot in regards to general health, what the challenges that are on the ground, what you can get to do on your own to be able to maintain general wellness, and how now the supplements come in to ensure that it gives you that boost to be able to ensure that your health is at optimum. And with that, maybe in any case, there's anyone who has a question, you can get to ask pale kwa chat box. But in any case, there is no query. I can be able to pass it over to the hosts, Emanuela Query, to get to close. So I don't know whether there is any question. In any case, there is a question, kindly feel free to ask. Or maybe Emmanuel, you can help me because you can access the chat box. In any case, there is a query, you can get to inform me. But if not, well and good. Okay, I'm not able to see any query as of now. So I'll allow Emmanuel to get to close this session. Thank you everyone for joining in. I bet the session has been informative. See you at the top, leaders. Yes, let me make Emmanuel. Yes, he is host. Yes, so you can take it over, leader. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Sorry, my mic is up. I can hear you now.
Let me mute myself. Okay.
One second. So thank you so much, Mercy, for taking us through the products. I believe that was informative. That was very, very informative. And we wish to close the session. Thank you so much for attending, and see you next time. Good night for now. Bye-bye.